Alright, I want to do a quick demonstration on this high voltage transformer that I built. This transformer secondary came out of an X-ray power supply, and originally it came with a iron core. I replaced it with with one of these big ferrite cores, and the primary is I built the primary on just a little 3D printed coil form, and I got about 15 turns of Litz wire on here, and that gets driven by a half-bridge inverter that I built into a nice project box here. Got a couple of knobs that let me adjust the frequency from about 30,000 to 60,000 hertz and control the duty cycle from 0 to 50%. Got a button here to turn it on and off. Switch on the back with a nice IEC connector on it. Makes everything nice and neat. Got my variac and a toroidal transformer just to step up the voltage. I'll go ahead and open this up so we can take a look inside. Right, here's the inside. This is a half-bridge inverter board. This is a pre-built inverter. You can buy these on eBay. It's based on two IRFP 460 MOSFETs, driven by a gate drive transformer, and that's controlled by a TL494 inverter chip. Board just had a couple of small trimmers on it for the frequency and duty cycle. I took those off and I added a couple of 10-turn potentiometers to the front. It makes the control nice and simple. The amp meter is connected in series with the mains input, and I have a small 5-volt power supply over here that just runs a couple of cooling fans in the front. To make the connections, I have just a couple of binding posts that make the connections nice and simple. And the third connection here is just a ground connection. Changing the frequency kind of changes the characteristics of the arc discharge. So that's its lowest frequency setting. I'll increase it all the way up. That's its highest frequency setting.